Hello, my friends. Welcome to Sentinel Circle. My name is Jack Descartes. Please, if you enjoy my content, like, subscribe, comment. I have an email account if you want to stay anonymous. You have every right to do so. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. I have a bit of a doozy here. The whole point of Sentinel Circle is to talk about men's issues, and a lot of times it's hard to find content on men's issues that is both unique and entertaining. Specifically when it comes to, and we're going to talk about dating today, a lot of content regarding dating is approaching from the women's side of things and not the men's side. So when it comes to that, I feel it's important to see what the women are thinking and put it in the context of a men's thought process and a men's context, if that makes sense. To caveat what I'm going to say, though, I personally have not dated in quite some time. I don't have any interest in dating. I know a lot of the men that watch this are men that have either hit to that black pill phase, or they're younger men and they kind of just need to understand what's going on out there. Like I said, I don't date. I have had relationships in the past. I know, kind of interesting considering my looks and my weight, but I have, and I personally am so jaded over the whole dating scene that that's the main reason why I just don't partake anymore. I'm tired of putting myself out there to be treated like dirt, honestly. And I know that there's going to be some trolls out there that are going to put snide comments under my videos saying some pretty mean and hurtful things, and that's fine. When you put yourself out there on the internet like that, you better expect it to be bad. Anyways, so let's cut to the article. So it's from a website called The Daily Dot. You scared him off. A woman chats up stranger at Whole Foods. Then he invites her for a coffee date. Why was he so mad? And I did preview this article before reading it, and it's it's pretty bad. Anyway, so let's go on here. So if you think a meet cute wait. If you think a meet cute is going to save the state of your dating life, think again. A meet cute? Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up in a future date and time. Maybe I'll post what a meet cute is in the comments if I remember to do so. Okay. Dating nowadays suck. Yeah. The apps create a false sense of abundance while also leaving you drained from a lack of meaningful or compatible connections. Because the apps are basically numbers game. It's designed to keep you engaged, and with the current brain rot out there where your attention is 3 to 5 seconds, that's basically what they're trying to do. And I gotta say, I'm going to ask, and I'm going to tell on myself, how many of you read the descriptions for people? Like I mean, the one, I'm going to date myself, but the one app that I used before giving up was Tinder, and that was back in 2016. That goes to show how long ago that was. And the main reason why I left was I was going to go on a date with a girl. And then at the last minute, she pulled out and said that a friend told her that I was going to SA her. And my whole argument was, you're online meeting with strangers, and then all of a sudden you're afraid of that. And I mean, I'm going to be upfront and honest. I would never think to do that, simply because that's not in my character. And I know that there are women who immediately think that all men are SAers. And grape, not the R word, grape, in Minecraft. But I know that, like, I don't think all men are like that, just as, like, I want to believe that all women are not up their own rears, but the analogy that immediately pops up to my mind is, if you have 100 M&Ms and one of them's poison, would you eat any of those M&Ms? And the honest truth is, no, I would not take that risk. You know, and I've been accused of some pretty heinous stuff in the past with no evidence at all. And I'm tired of the false accusations. I'm tired of being afraid of losing of everything that I worked hard for. And that's the main reason why I stopped dating. Is I can't handle that. Anyways, maybe I'll just meet someone in person, you say. I'll put myself out there more, you insist to yourself. But unfortunately, even meet cute can go sideways. I still don't understand what meet cute is. That's the wake-up call this hopeful woman received. It reminds her that the same people who show up on dating apps exist out there in the real world, which, yes, people exist. Thank you for pointing that out. Meet Cute goes sour. In a viral video with more than 550,000 views, dating content creator Meg, at smigs4, shared an unfortunate yet relatable interaction she had with a dating prospect. Okay. So already she's posting online. It doesn't say if it's on Instagram, but I would imagine it's Instagram. Could also be TikTok. I'm already not liking this. Let's continue. In the clip, Meg explains that she popped into Whole Foods after the gym. There, she happened to meet a cute and flirty man and exchange numbers. So that's very old-fashioned, honestly. I'm surprised that this still happens myself. Because I know some of the creators that I follow have mentioned this. I myself have mentioned this as well. You don't meet women at a place like this. And the fact that it says that she met him. I don't know how that worked, but yeah. Anyways, it's just a little suspect. It's glossing over some pretty interesting details. Okay, well, anyways, he followed up via text to invite Meg out for a coffee date. That's understandable, which she declined and tried to redirect to a dinner date. A dinner date. Okay, so you go from maybe $10, maybe $15 in coffee to $100 dinner date. without having any consideration for why the guy may want a coffee date. Because look, I'm going to be honest with you. Back in the mid 20 teens, I would have not thought twice about a dinner date. These days, you're gosh dang right, I would think twice about a dinner date. Simply because I don't have the spare money. I have bills. I mean, I hate to tell on myself, but Burger Clown right now, I have to pause and think about it. And I have the app, and I have points, and I could actually get some free items, and I still hesitate and think about it. And it's not just because of health, it's because of cost. Let alone a semi-decent restaurant, which, let's be honest here, if you're going to a semi-decent restaurant on your own, you're paying $30 minimum. So, a dinner date with this woman who may straight up ghost you after that one date, that's $60 that could be going to, something better, something else. And that's $60 before tax and before tip. So already, wow, just the audacity. Is she going to offer to pay if she's pushing for the dinner date? Probably not. Oh god, I just read the other sentence. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Okay. All right. This is her reply. I don't like coffee dates. I find it cheap. I find it lazy. I find it way too easy, Meg said. She added that coffee is something she does with friends, not potential lovers. Oh, that hurts to read. Bravo! I taste my lunch. Excuse me, I had acid reflux from reading that. Okay, so it gets even better. And better, I mean worse. I've never... I'll say smashed because it's a cleaner word, but we all know. I've never smashed off a coffee date, most importantly, so it's kind of a waste of both our times, Meg told her viewers. So wait a second. Did she add that line in the video and not the text? I've never smashed off a coffee date, most importantly, so it's kind of a waste of both our times. What? So that's aggravating. That's very aggravating. All right, let's continue. I'm already hating this article, but we'll just do this. While the man's initial response to her turning down a coffee date was aggressive. What is aggressive? Is no aggressive? Like, no, dinner sounds too expensive? What's aggressive? Meg said that she initially interpreted it as flirty and fun due to his in-person demeanor. No, the dude was mad. Lady, he was mad because you're basically going from potentially $10 to $15, which depends on the coffee, from that to $60. And it sounds like you're not paying. Are you even attempting to offer to pay half your check? No, probably not. She explained to him that she prefers dinner dates. Okay, well, that's fine. Not because I can't afford it, but I think someone can keep their polite act up during coffee or cocktails, but dinner allows more interaction with social environments and time. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I will say that there is that whole job interview tactic where you put them in a lunch and you tell the waiter to like delay the food just to see what the reaction is. But that makes me think that this was more of a job interview rather than, something casual, which God, I hate this article. I just said that too. Meg told him it was important for her to see if a person is rude to the wait staff, if they have allergies, or if they're generally pleasant company. So it is a job interview at this point. Like that's really what this individual, I'm trying my hardest, this individual is proposing is a freaking job interview. I'm gonna blow a freaking artery. Instead of taking in what Meg said, whether he agreed with it or not, the man immediately lashed out. He replied that he didn't even know Meg yet. She was already asking for dinner. Again, valid point. Valid freaking point. Have a coffee date first. Then if it progresses, because again, we're in a very awful economy, and to pay for dinner for two people is outrageous. The cheaper option would be coffee just to see if you click, and then you're not obligated. This woman just wants a free meal. That's really what this is. She wants a free meal, and she's mad that she can't get a free meal. And the fact that she's sitting there saying, I usually smash after dinner, like, do I need to mention the fact that sounds very easy? Do I need to bring up the fact that sounds very promiscuous? Jesus criminy. And people wonder why I don't date. This is prime example number one. I offer to take someone out to it doesn't have to be a nice meal, and then I get called cheap. Like, what? No, I'm not doing that anymore. I have better things to do with my money and time than to take a woman who will probably ghost me on the first date out to a very spendy meal and then dress up and go through the whole rigmarole. No, I'm not doing that. I'm 34 years old. I'm not going to degrade myself on that anymore. And that's really what it is. Job interviews are degrading. Dating is degrading. Sorry, I didn't mean to explode. I mean, I was just... It's very uncouth of this person. Okay, back to the article. What is wrong with you? He texted her back. Meg still thinks the guy is kidding and jokes that the chances of a guy murdering a woman at dinner are lower. What? So now we've gone from demanding dinner to gallows humor? Oh my goodness. All right, let's continue. You are expletive insane and a nut job. Good expletive bye. Women like you are gross. Yes. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Everybody give this man a round of applause. This right here is respect. This right here is self-respect, self-love. This man, he is a hero in my book. A hero. And what upsets me more than anything else is this man was put on blast by this insane, sick woman. A dinner date, it means I'm less likely to be unalived. I'm gonna leave the whole M word in there. If it gets me demonetized, which I'm not monetized right now, so be it. I don't care. That was aggravating. I may take it out. I don't know yet. I gotta really think about it, because that was just, that was aggravating. That's when it finally clicked for Meg that he was being serious. Really, when you got to that point, that's when you realized. And then okay, I'm gonna read this one. This is I when I read, I go a little further before I read, just so I can, because I it's not that I struggle with reading, I struggle to get the words out. I see it, but this doesn't work with this quite so much. So ladies, they're not all online, they're also in Whole Foods, these crazy men. So now she's calling him crazy. No, this woman's crazy. I gotta be honest with you. He could have handled it better. He could have. There's always critique. Always. But I wouldn't have put up with this. I would have said, look, this is not working out. Have a nice day. That's how I would do it. But no, he put her on blast. That's good. Oh, I just okay. The current state of dating. The number of single people hit record highs in recent years, and marriage rates are some of the lowest numbers since the government began tracking this data way back in 1867. I wonder why. When dating apps have made it easier to meet people, Alamo, I'll just call her Alamo, it's not right, but she's now Cara Alamo, a communications professor at for the love of God, Farley Dixon, okay, a communications professor at Farley Dixon, I'm going to want to say Dickerson now, god dang it, and social media expert, says they're less likely to lead to a long-term connection or marriage. No freaking kidding. And the sky is blue and water's wet. Who would have guessed? As of 2019, only 12% of Americans had a committed relationship with someone they met online. And only 38% of single women are looking to date or pursue a relationship. Many delete and re-download dating apps in frustration. This is a much lower number compared to 61% of single men. Yeah, again, it's just funny to me how people sit there and say Red Pill is probably some of the most toxic communities out there. No, this is toxic. Like, this hurts reading, this hurts looking at, this hurts discussing, because I see what this is. This is mental illness in the mask of dating, in the mask of relationships. This is mental freaking illness. Viewers fault them both. Okay, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Many viewers point out that a coffee date is fine for a first date. I would argue that that's better than a dinner date. He definitely overreacted, but a coffee date for two people that just met at a Whole Foods is 100% an appropriate first date, the top comment read. I would argue that his reaction was more appropriate than her reaction. Out of the two, yeah, she sucks more than he does. He could have handled it better, but meh. One user wrote, I love a coffee date as a meet and greet. I absolutely do not want to be stuck over a whole dinner with someone I find that I didn't like. I want to leave immediately with no stress or scene. Fair. That's very fair. And I would argue that like small dates where you can walk away from it, they're the best dates. You know, there's no commitment at that point. You know, you're out a cup of coffee. Easy. You know, another idea is take the coffee and go to a park or just walk down the street and talk to each other. You know, assuming the weather's nice. You know, I've done that quite a few times, and I enjoy those kinds of dates. They're very, they're unique. You know, anyways, I like this one. Girl, you did too much. Another replied, coffee date is fine. You scared him off. Yeah. Yeah, she did scare him off. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying this. Like, you know, it's kind of like just desserts. Him getting aggressive was his red flag. Your red flag is not accepting coffee as a way to get to know someone. You know, others, however, called out the man for lashing out. But the reason why he lashed out is because this isn't the first time. You know, how many videos have we seen where women only go for a dinner date so she can get what was the one? What was the one? And I'm sorry, I'm so amped on this video because I'm peed. I'm frustrated. Like, this article is like the antithesis of everything I hate about dating culture. Just like. But what was the one article where I think she said the woman's technically homeless? It was in Australia. I may have to cover that as kind of like a companion video. She's technically homeless. So what she does is she gets dinner from these men and stays over at their places. And then like she'll get ready at another, like at that dude's place to go on another date with another man and rinse and repeat. She'd been doing it for like, I think it was like 2 years or something. It's in Australia. I'd have to look it up. But like, Jesus, I read that and my God. You know, I can't do that as a man. I can't. But a woman, she can be homeless for 2 years. 2 years. Or however many years it was. And nobody would freaking know. You know, we have a word for that, and it starts with a P and ends in tuition. Wow. And what's funny is people wonder why people like me exist. This is why. This is why. Because I'm tired as a man of being taken advantage. And that's what happened here, is this man was tired of being taken advantage of. Gentlemen, don't be taken advantage of. Let's finish this. This is almost done. Again, I'm sorry for the aggravation. Everyone is so upset about the coffee date part, but not his horrible overreaction to her preferring dinner. LOL, another wrote. The way my jaw literally dropped. Why was he so mad? LMAO, a commenter added. The Daily Dot reached out to Meg for a comment via Instagram and TikTok. So I'm guessing she was on both. Okay. My friends, I'm so sorry about that article. That was way more infuriating than I thought it was. And that was posted today. So I'm kind of jumping the boat on this one. I may edit this and get this out on Monday. Just to be a jerk about it. But don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. This man, he could have done it better. I think if it were me, I would have said, I probably would have been honest. I would have said, look, I've been ghosted before. I don't want to be spending that much money on something that may not work out, or I would have said, honesty, in my view, is the best policy. If she turns you down for that, and I get it, they just met at Whole Foods. But be honest, you can't afford it. You can't afford it, or if you're afraid of getting ghosted and spending all that money, especially with how restaurant prices are these days. And she, it's obvious what she was doing. She was just trying to get money for, or not money, but a free dinner. That's messed up. There were some articles out there. I'd have to find them, but there were some articles I could have swore I read. Granted, it could be Mandela effect, but I could have swore I read some where they were saying that they were demanding money from the man during the date. And I told you about my friend Joe, where the girl he was dating, she was Filipino. She was demanding that he pay her family. There's no shame at this point. No shame whatsoever. And God, just the sheer audacity of the whole thing. The sheer audacity. It's mind-boggling. I can't figure it out. Just the illness there. And she kind of had it up her rear too, so that made me feel a little better. But yeah, that was sick. That was very sick. I don't think that dating in its current form is sustainable. It's not. There's going to be more problems as time goes on. I think that a lot of women are probably understanding it, and they're probably changing tactics. The fact that this woman was open to a date from some guy at Whole Foods, but I know from talking with a lot of guys that, a woman looks at them and there's a look of terror in their eyes when they realize that the man is talking to them. I think some of you will probably know who I'm talking about. I don't think it's fair at all. It's not fair. It's heartbreaking. There's a lot of nice guys out there, and I don't mean trademark nice guys. I mean nice guys. And for some reason they're overlooked, they're not approached, they're treated like absolute dirt, and then people wonder why, they're upset, they're angry. I don't. I see it full well. This to me is not an egregious example. This is a typical example of what happens every single day. The only difference is this woman posted it online because she thought she was in the right and he was in the wrong. And that's really what it is she thought she was in the right. I wouldn't be surprised if she got some serious blowback and realized that she was in the wrong. I would hope. But something tells me she doesn't believe that. It's aggravating all around. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm interested to see the next 10 years. Anyways, my name is Jack Descartes. And this is Sentinel Circle. If you enjoyed this horrible video, please. I don't mean to poke fun at myself, but I know how to pick them sometimes. Anyways, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Comment. Comment what you're thinking, please. Good or bad. Could be about this article. Could be about me. Could be about anything you want. Unrelated. It doesn't matter to me. And if you feel these videos help someone who really is in need, please share them. Share the videos with them. And bring them here. We'll take good care of them. I promise you that. We accept everybody here, regardless of any other, separators or descriptors or whatever. There's no isms here. We're all men. We're all brothers. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it. Have a good day, and goodbye.